You walk into your bathroom one morning, just like any other day. Maybe you're still half asleep, reaching for your toothbrush, going through your routine. And then you see it, those dark, ugly spots creeping along the bottom of your shower curtain. Black mold. And not just a little bit, we're talking a full colony spreading from corner to corner like it paid rent and moved in permanently. And the worst part? You just cleaned that bathroom 2 weeks ago. If that sounds familiar, you are absolutely not alone. Millions of people, especially here in the United States, deal with this exact problem every single week. And if you're over 50, you already know your back doesn't love bending over a bathtub to scrub. Your hands may not tolerate harsh chemicals the way they used to. And dragging a heavy curtain to the washing machine feels like more work than it's worth. But here's the thing, and this is why you need to keep watching. You do not need a washing machine to fix this. You do not need expensive products from the store. And you do not need to throw that curtain in the trash and buy a new one. Today, I'm going to walk you through a method that is simple, safe, effective, and honestly a little bit satisfying once you see the results. We're going to remove that black mold completely, restore your curtain, and then I'm going to share a few secrets that will keep it from coming back nearly as fast. By the end of this video, your shower curtain is going to look like you just brought it home from the store. So stay with me. Let's talk about what's really going on with that mold, and then we'll fix it together. Problem explanation. Let's be real for a second. That black stuff on your shower curtain isn't just ugly. It's actually something you should take seriously, especially as we get a little older and our bodies become a bit more sensitive to things in our environment. Black mold, the kind you see on shower curtains, is a type of fungal growth that thrives in warm, wet, and poorly ventilated spaces. Your bathroom, especially your shower area, is basically a 5-star hotel for mold. Every time you take a shower, steam fills the air, water splashes onto the curtain, and if that curtain doesn't dry out completely, the mold starts building a home right there in the fabric or the vinyl. Here's something most people don't realize. The mold doesn't start on the surface. It actually roots itself into the fibers of the curtain material. That's why wiping it with a damp cloth never really works. You're only getting the top layer. The roots stay behind, and within days, those spots are back, sometimes even bigger than before. And if you have a fabric curtain or one of those plastic vinyl ones, the mold behaves a little differently on each. On fabric, it soaks deep into the threads. On vinyl and plastic, it tends to sit on the surface first, but can penetrate over time. Either way, the longer you wait, the harder it gets to remove. Now, some people's first instinct is to throw the whole thing in the washing machine. And yes, that can work, sometimes. But a lot of shower curtains, especially the older plastic or vinyl ones, can crack, warp, or fall apart in the washer. And honestly, who wants to deal with that? Plus, if the mold isn't treated before washing, you can actually spread the spores around your machine and create a whole new problem. Other people reach for straight bleach. And look, bleach is powerful, but used incorrectly, it can damage the curtain material, create fumes that are hard on your lungs, and it's just not necessary for this job. There's a smarter, gentler way to do this, one that's just as effective without the harsh chemicals or the risk. That's exactly what we're going to do today. And I promise you, once you understand why each step works, this whole process is going to make complete sense. What you need. Before we start, let's gather everything you'll need. I want you to know up front, everything on this list is affordable, easy to find, and most of it you probably already have sitting in your home right now. No special equipment, no store runs, and no confusing brand names. Here's what you'll need. White distilled vinegar. This is your main weapon today. Plain white vinegar from the grocery store. The gallon jug is the best value, and you'll want to have it on hand. It costs just a couple of dollars, and it is one of the most powerful natural mold fighters there is. Baking soda. The same box you might already have in your kitchen or refrigerator. Baking soda is a gentle abrasive and a natural deodorizer, and when it meets vinegar, something wonderful happens, but we'll get to that. Dish soap. Just a small squirt of your regular dish soap. Dawn works wonderfully, but whatever you have is fine. A spray bottle. If you don't have one, they're available at any dollar store for about $1. You'll fill this with your cleaning solution. A soft bristled brush or an old toothbrush.
An old toothbrush is actually perfect for this job because the small head lets you get into every fold and seam of the curtain. If the spots are larger and more spread out, a soft scrub brush works great too. Rubber gloves. Please don't skip this. Even with gentler ingredients, you want to protect your hands. A good pair of rubber cleaning gloves will keep your skin safe the whole time. Warm water. That's it. Just warm water from your tap. And a towel or two for drying up any drips and for laying the curtain flat if needed. And optionally, tea tree oil. If you have it, fantastic. A few drops added to your spray bottle will boost the mold-fighting power significantly because tea tree oil is a natural antifungal. But if you don't have it, don't worry. The vinegar and baking soda method works beautifully on its own. That's your whole supply list. Simple, inexpensive, and effective. Now, let's get started.
Step-by-step process. Step 1. Take down the curtain. Start by removing your shower curtain from the rod. Don't yank it. Unhook it carefully from each ring so you don't stress the holes at the top. If the rings are also looking a little grimy, set them aside in a bowl of warm water with a splash of vinegar while you work on the curtain. Lay the curtain flat on your bathroom floor, or if you have a large enough surface in another room, you can use that. The bathroom floor works perfectly fine. Spread it out so you can see all the moldy areas clearly. Take a good look. Note where the spots are heaviest, where the edges have turned dark, and where the creases and folds have hidden buildup. I know it might look overwhelming right now, but trust me, by the time we're done with step 4, you're going to be amazed at the difference. Step 2. Make your solution. Now it's time to make your spray. Take your spray bottle and fill it about halfway with plain white vinegar. Then add warm water to fill the rest of the bottle, leaving just a small amount of space at the top. Add 1 small squirt of dish soap, just a little, not too much or it'll foam too aggressively. If you have tea tree oil, add about 10 drops right now and give the bottle a gentle shake to combine everything. Here's why this works so well. White vinegar contains acetic acid, which is scientifically proven to kill over 80% of known mold species. It doesn't just clean the surface, it actually penetrates the material and kills the mold at the root level. The dish soap helps the solution cling to the fabric instead of just running off. And the tea tree oil, if you're using it, adds antifungal properties that go even further. This isn't a guessing game. These ingredients are doing real, proven work. Step 3. Apply the solution and let it soak. Here's the part most people skip, and it's the reason their mold always comes back. Spray your cleaning solution generously over every single moldy apia. Don't just mist it lightly, you want it saturated. Cover the dark spots completely. Get into the folds and seams, and don't forget the very bottom hem of the curtain where mold loves to hide. Now, and this is the key, walk away. Let that solution sit for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Set a timer if you need to. Go have a cup of coffee. Relax. The reason you need to wait is because the vinegar needs time to break down the mold structure at a cellular level. If you start scrubbing immediately, you're just moving wet mold around. But if you let it sit, the vinegar does the heavy lifting before your brush ever touches the surface. By the time you come back, the mold will already be weakened and loosening from the fibers. This waiting period is not wasted time. It's where the real cleaning is actually happening. Step 4. Scrub with baking soda. After your timer goes off, it's time to bring in the baking soda. Sprinkle a light, even layer of baking soda directly over the areas you sprayed. You'll likely see a small fizzing reaction, a little bubbling and foaming. That's completely normal, and it's actually a good sign. That reaction is the baking soda and vinegar working together to lift the mold right out of the surface. Now take your toothbrush or soft scrub brush and start working in small, gentle circular motions over each stained area. You don't need to press hard. The combination of the pre-soak and the baking soda means the mold is already ready to release. Your job is just to coax it out. Work your way from one end of the curtain to the other so you don't miss a spot. Pay extra attention to the bottom hem and the folds near the sides. Those are the sneaky places mold hides longest. As you scrub, you'll start to see something really satisfying happen. The black spots will begin to lift, the gray and green tones will start to fade, the fabric or vinyl will start to look lighter and cleaner with each pass of your brush. Keep going until you've worked over every affected area. If there are any particularly stubborn spots,
Areas that have been there a long time and have really set in deep, don't panic. Just spray another generous layer of your vinegar solution directly on that spot. Let it sit for another 5 minutes and scrub again. Repeat this as many times as needed for the tough areas. It will eventually come clean. Step 6. Rinse thoroughly. Once you're satisfied with your scrubbing, it's time to rinse. Carry the curtain to your bathtub or shower and rinse it thoroughly with warm water. Make sure you're rinsing out all of the baking soda, all of the soap, and all of the loosened mold residue. Run the water over the entire curtain, from top to bottom. You can do this in the tub by laying it flat and using your shower head or a pitcher of warm water to pour over it, or you can hang it over the shower rod and let the water run down it. Either way works fine. Make sure the water runs clear before you stop. Any leftover baking soda residue can leave a white film when it dries, so take your time with the rinsing. Step 6. Dry it properly. This step matters more than most people think. After rinsing, shake off any excess water and hang your curtain back on the shower rod or hang it somewhere with good air circulation to dry faster. The key here is to spread it out fully. Don't bunch it up. And if at all possible, open a window or run your bathroom fan to help it dry faster. The number one reason mold comes back so quickly after cleaning is that the curtain doesn't dry out completely between uses. Mold needs moisture to survive. If you take away the moisture, you take away its ability to grow back. We'll talk more about preventing mold in just a few minutes because this part is just as important as the cleaning itself. Final results. Okay, let's talk about what you're going to see when that curtain is clean and dry, because this is the part that makes all the effort completely worth it. Those black spots that looked permanent? Gone. The gray film that built up along the bottom hem? Lifted away. The dingy, discolored areas that made your whole bathroom feel dirty even right after you cleaned it? Faded back to the original color of the curtain. What you're left with is a shower curtain that looks genuinely clean. Not just surface clean, but actually truly clean, because you've removed the mold at the root, not just wiped the top layer. The smell is different too. That musty, damp, slightly unpleasant odor that mold brings into a bathroom, the vinegar neutralizes it and takes it with it when it goes. Once the curtain is dry, your bathroom is going to smell fresh, clean, the way it should. And here's the emotional part, the part I love most about this method. You did this yourself. You didn't have to buy anything expensive. You didn't have to call anyone. You didn't have to wrestle with a washing machine or worry about fumes from harsh chemicals. You used simple things, followed simple steps, and you transformed something that looked like it needed to be thrown away into something that looks brand new. That feeling of satisfaction, of looking at your clean bathroom and knowing you did that, never gets old.
Maintenance tips. Now that your curtain is clean, let's make sure it stays that way as long as possible. Because the real win here isn't just removing the mold, it's keeping it from coming back in the first place. The single most important thing you can do is air circulation. After every single shower, push your curtain to one side and spread it out fully along the rod. Don't leave it bunched up in the middle. A bunched curtain traps moisture between the folds, and that's where mold starts growing within 24 hours. Spreading it out allows the air to flow through and dry it completely. Run your bathroom fan during and after every shower. If you don't have a fan, crack the bathroom door or open a window slightly. Even just a few minutes of air movement after a shower makes a significant difference over time. Once a week, give your curtain a quick spritz with plain white vinegar. You don't even need to rinse it. Just spray it lightly along the bottom and let it air dry. The vinegar creates an environment where mold struggles to grow, and doing this consistently keeps the mold from ever getting a foothold again. Every few weeks, take just 5 minutes to check the bottom hem and the folds. If you see any tiny spots starting to form, catch them immediately. A quick spray, a quick scrub, and they're gone before they become a problem. It's so much easier to deal with a small spot early than a full curtain covered in mold later. Also consider your shower curtain liner, if you use one. The liner, that clear plastic sheet on the inside, is often where the worst mold grows because it's in constant contact with water. Give the liner the same treatment occasionally, or replace it every 6 months or so, since they're usually very inexpensive. And finally, warm water rinse.
After you step out of the shower, take just 10 seconds to run the shower head over the bottom of your curtain. Rinsing off soap residue and shampoo drips removes the organic material that mold likes to feed on. 10 seconds, that's all it takes. These little habits, done consistently, will dramatically extend the time between deep cleans. Your bathroom will look better, smell better, and feel cleaner every single day. So, there you have it. Black mold on your shower curtain, gone. No washing machine, no expensive products, no harsh chemicals that are hard on your lungs or your hands. Just white vinegar, baking soda, a little dish soap, an old toothbrush, and the knowledge of exactly what to do. If you've been putting off dealing with that moldy curtain because it just seemed like too much work, I hope today changed that for you. Because the truth is, this is one of those jobs that looks worse than it actually is. Once you get started, it goes faster than you expect, and the results are incredibly rewarding. I want you to go try this today. Don't wait for the weekend. Don't put it on the list for later. Just grab that spray bottle, mix up your solution, and spend 20 minutes fixing something that's been bothering you every time you walk into your bathroom. You deserve a clean, comfortable home, and you absolutely have the tools to make that happen. Once you've tried it, I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and tell me how it went. Did the mold come off easier than you expected? Were there stubborn spots you had to work at twice? Did your bathroom smell better right away? I read every single comment, and I love hearing your stories. Your results inspire other people watching this video to finally take action too. If this video helped you today, please hit that like button. It truly helps more people find this channel and learn these simple, practical cleaning tips. And if you want to keep your whole bathroom looking clean and fresh without a lot of effort, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Because coming up next, we're tackling something that almost everyone has in their bathroom, but almost no one cleans correctly. And the results of doing it right are even more dramatic than today. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Until then, take care of yourself, enjoy your clean bathroom, and I'll see you in the next one.